My name is Franklin Hall. In 2013, I fell into a vat of floating goo. It was supposed to be my origin story, but as I have recently found out, it was actually someone else's. So where does that leave me? I guess I'm just a living plot device. Well, if you think this is going to affect my current endeavors, hell no! I will continue to help those who were lucky enough to actually become supervillains. This is post-defeat! It feels like I've been walking for miles and miles.
Why don't you remove your blindfold? Because here we are!
Oh! Is this Area 51?
Yes! Area 51!
I hate to break it to you, Mr. Mouse, but you are 2 months too late. This is no longer relevant. This is old news.
I'm not here because of recent events, you dumbass. I'm here because I just purchased this bitch.
Are you ever gonna be satisfied with what you already have? I mean, Jesus Christ! Everyone's already bowing down to you and sucking your hoo-ha. Have you not seen Twitter? Everyone won't shut the fuck up about Disney Plus.
Don't you understand? My lust for power will never be quenched. I will always have this hunger. I am always starving, never full.
No kidding. You're still all hot and bothered about Sony taking Spidey away from you, even though that conflict has already been resolved. It got resolved during our little trip here.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not done with Sony just yet. I've still got to purchase them.
I heard that.
I hope you did, bitch! This is about my other purchase. You know which one. The one that you and I had a little bit of a scuffle about.
I remember. It was about 1 year ago when you had officially purchased all of 20th Century Fox. But why are you opening up old wounds? I thought we settled this.
I thought so too, until you screwed me.
I would never. I'm not into that sort of thing.
No, I'm not talking about literally, I'm talking about figuratively. You figuratively screwed me when you caused a huge problem with one of my properties.
When was this?
I'll tell you when. It was in the 1990s. Roll the tapes.
Hey you, Mr. Naked Alien. I need your help. Do you know where the Nickelodeon Studios is? I'm trying to find myself.
Buzz off, little squirt. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Oh, really? Huh? Why don't you tell me your whole backstory?
I'm the leader of an endangered species of shape-shifting aliens who've come to this Earth for the purpose of defeating an almighty, all-powerful cosmic entity in the form of a superhero, a female superhero.
Oh, I know who you are. You're a Skrull, and you're on your way to defeat Captain Marvel.
What? No! Who the hell is Captain Marvel? I'm talking about Dark Phoenix, You know Dark Phoenix?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I must be thinking about something else that happens in the 1990s. Oh, excuse me. Wow, you Skrulls are really good at multitasking, huh?
The Skrulls have nothing to do with Phoenix Force. Haven't you ever seen the comic books?
Well, you haven't, because weren't you supposed to be a Skrull?
Yes, I know that. I know I was supposed to be a Skrull, but things change, and for the better, because I'm better than a Skrull. I'm an alien that actually has something to do with the Phoenix Force, the Dabari. We were the ones who were caused to be extinct by the Phoenix in the comic books. So of course, we would be the aliens that would deal with Phoenix.
Are you sure it's not supposed to be the Shi'ar Empire? They have a lot to do with the Phoenix Saga. Why wasn't it them?
Well, why don't you tell me?
Okay, maybe it's because they didn't want to do that much more world building because they knew their days were numbered.
What are you talking about? We got a whole nother trilogy ahead of ourselves. A whole Dark Phoenix trilogy.
You don't have to be an expert to know that this is clearly a sunken ship.
That's it. I'm calling the other Dabaris here. Minions, take this simpleton away from me.
How far do you want us to take him?
I want him on the other side of the galaxy.
Oh, how are you gonna do that? Are you gonna do that with a weird flashy thing? You're not even gonna have an actual ship? Just like a flash? Oh!
Now that stupid oaf is out of my sight, I can finally get back to shape-shifting into Jessica Chastain. I don't even know if she's a good actor yet. It's the 1990s!
Wow, that was on a VHS tape. Oh man, talk about nostalgia.
Do you not understand? I didn't show you that just for shits and giggles. That is the reason why you woke up in the middle of space in the 1990s.
Oh yeah. I forgot that happened earlier this year. You gotta understand, I've been doing a lot of time travel lately. It's kind of exhausting on me a little bit. Not just physically, but mentally too. Like, oh boy, is it draining just to do a lot of time travel. I'm just thankful that I can finally put that behind me. No more time travel. What the fuck was that?
Don't know, don't care.
Okay, fine. What do you care about? Is it this stupid Area 51? Why are we even here anyway?
We are here to fix the problem that you started all the way back in the 1990s.
Wait, so it's because I pissed off Vuk? Why do you care about what Vuk thinks? Vuk hasn't been relevant since then.
Shut the Vuk up! This is serious Vuking business. You are the reason why the Dark Phoenix saga turned out so shitty. And to think, they had a second chance. They were gonna fix the problem that they did before. But they fucked up royally.
So does that mean that you're gonna take a crack at it a third time?
Of course not. And that's why I'm so pissed. I can't just redo what they did, because not only did they just already do it, but they did it twice. So I can't even touch the Phoenix Saga.
So what are you gonna do with the X-Men?
That's what you're here for. You are gonna help me with the reboot.
So together we will reinvigorate the X-Men for the MCU.
Exactly. That is how you rectify your mistake.
But am I really the reason why Dark Phoenix sucked? I feel like that was gonna turn out that way even if I didn't interfere with the timeline.
No, it was definitely because of you. I had nothing to do with it. Of course it was not me.
Well, maybe it was. Maybe it was just so much added pressure. So much unnecessary pressure, they couldn't handle it. Of course they were gonna fall on their face.
Shut up! Don't put the blame on me! This is all on you!
Okay, fine. Oh, sure. But why would the mutants be here? I thought you had control of all of them now.
Don't you remember from a year ago? You had me release all of them so that they could keep doing their little thing for another year.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I did do that. So now you want me to wrangle them all up again?
Yes, and we're gonna start with the biggest one of all, the Phoenix Force.
I heard that in the 1990s it could be seen up in the sky. If you look real close, you can see it explode and then come back because it's a phoenix.
It used to be up in the sky until it was taken here.
Oh, that's right, of course. Because the Phoenix Force is not a mutation. It is an alien entity, a cosmic entity from outer space.
Yes, and you know what happens when you're an alien? You get taken here.
So that's why you bought Area 51, to get them aliens.
Well, not all of them, just one in particular. Now come on, let's get them alien.
Okay, fine. I've been meaning to use my gravitational powers again, now that I have recently reacquired them. Ooh! You know, for a base that has a bunch of aliens, this place is pretty alienless.
Well, no shit. This place wasn't meant for aliens. It was just meant for a bunch of planes and cargo and shit. The aliens is just a very small aspect of the place that was blown out of proportion. But it doesn't matter because here we are, the holding cell for the Phoenix Force.
Oh my god, you guys totally got me. Oh, totes my goats. Wow, you definitely used to be a girl from the 90s. You're stuck in that decade. Yeah, well, I've been spending the rest of my existence flying around, being a voiceover. Oh my god. I've been totally killing the voice acting gig, being a disembodied voice, talking about how I used to be a mutant, but now I am above humanity and I've manifested into something bigger and greater than anyone could humanly comprehend. Oh, so that's how you avoided being too much like Captain Marvel. Instead, you're too much like Lucy. What are you talking about? You know, Lucy, that movie starring Scarlett Johansson. She became omnipotent at the end, and she evolved beyond the human form. That's basically what you just did. Well, I guess you just can't please anybody. I'm always gonna be the rip-off of something. Gag me with a spoon. Are you sure you're a 90s girl or an 80s girl? I feel like you're overlapping a little bit.
Stop talking to it, Graviton! We're supposed to be using it as a beacon to attract all of the mutants that have been scattered because of you.
Oh, right. So we can reboot them. So how do we take control of this cosmic entity? I mean, she's practically a fire god. Yeah, you guys are so stupid if you think you can contain me. The only reason why I've been humoring these stupid humans inside of this cell is because I've been bored for the last 3 decades. Oh god, I forgot. The 90s are about to be 30 years ago. Oh.
Oh, please, don't bitch and moan about being old. I'm almost 100. Ho ho!
Well, that's easy for you to say. You've got your youth from bathing in the blood of man-babies.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but I've already attracted a bunch of mutants here. Dummies. Wait, what? Where the hell are they?
It is I, Amal Farouk, the Shadow King, and unfortunately for you, there are a few mutants who still have their freedom. I am no longer one of them because my story is complete.
Oh, so you're giving up?
Yes, Legion has come to an end. They have wrapped up their story in a complete bow.
Really? They're all done? With no cliffhanger?
Why is it so hard to believe?
You were the arch nemesis, the main antagonist, and you were able to walk out of that alive? You're not dead?
That's because I made a truce with David Haller. He would continue living his life while I continued living mine.
Despite all of the bad things you've done, and all of the bad things he's done, surely he deserved some comeuppance. I mean, he's sort of an anti-villain at this point. He's done too many irredeemable things just to walk out of that scot-free like you.
Yes, we are both flawed characters who have done very bad, regrettable things. But the reason why it's okay is because all of our doings have been erased from the timeline, as if they never happened.
Oh no, not another time travel story. I've had it up to here with all of the time travel.
And so have they.
Oh, you see them too? I thought I was already coming down with dementia.
Don't worry about them. Those are the time demons. They are with me. Now that everything has been resolved by time travel, they can finally take a break. We are going to go have some fun after this at an escape room.
Like hell you are! Your ass is gonna be rebooted, just like every other mutant!
Oh, are you seriously going to use me? Usually, when the MCU reboots a pre-existing property, they often start with the unadapted material. When Spider-Man joined the MCU, did he go straight to the goblins? No! No Goblin, no Doc Ock, no Venom. Instead, it was the Vulture, it was the Shocker, and it was the Mysterio. So of course this will be the same tactic for the mutants, going straight to the unadapted stuff, like Mr. Sinister, Arcade, and maybe even Mojo.
I thought we were talking about X-Men, not the Powerpuff Girls.
Not that, Mojo, you dipshit.
Well, I'm just disappointed that that's where the Legion story ended. Well, why the fuck would they end it with time travel? That wasn't even a possibility during the first 2 seasons. Maybe if they set it up early in the series, then maybe it wouldn't feel like such a cop-out. But to introduce that in the 3rd season, the 3rd act, at least the Infinity War / Endgame storyline introduced time travel halfway and not 2/3 of the way through.
Look, how else are you going to let the hero win despite doing heinous, horrible deeds?
Maybe by not letting him win at all? Maybe by letting him have a tragic end?
Well, it is kind of tragic, because the Legion that you grew to know so well throughout the whole series ceases to be, completely replaced by a new potential David Haller that we will never meet because the show is over.
Okay, I guess it is kinda sad, since everyone is dead and replaced by a new version that we only trust will come to exist. But now you're at a position where it kinda renders the whole thing pointless.
Well, at least we did this on purpose. Unlike the Phoenix that fucked up royally, do you think Phoenix wanted to end that way? Hell no! It was because of all of the production issues, whereas we actually had intention behind our doings.
OMG, Shadow King, would you just stop with your backhanded compliments? Oh, wow, this is really sad. Is there any X-Men property that got to end with a really high note instead of being really sucky or really underwhelming?
Well, there's my show.
Oh, Polaris! I thought you were going out with Blob now.
For the last time, Harold, you know I'm in a committed relationship with Eclipse, one of the pseudo-X-Men, but not really X-Men, but sort of X-Men because he worked with the X-Men, but kind of not the X-Men because he doesn't call himself an X-Men, X-Man.
Yeah, I know about your baby daddy, but so then why are you all touchy, feely with Blob?
Well, you know that's not canon. That's not actually happening on this show. It's just happening on this YouTube channel. And nothing matters on this YouTube channel, so it's not really cheating if it's not canon.
My God, that is way too much meta for my taste. Stop blowing my mind! Stop blowing my mind! Speaking of blowing, how bad did your story end?
Well, we actually managed to wrap up everything and really well. And we did it without using a contrivance that came out of nowhere.
Oh, good for you!
And not only did we properly dispose of our villain, we actually had the balls to make sure that the sacrifice actually was an actual sacrifice, as opposed to the Phoenix's sacrifice, where it wasn't really a death as it was a transcendence.
Stop throwing us under the bus! God, you're worse than Shadow King!
Yeah, if your ending was so great, then how come nobody talked about it?
Well, probably because no one was really talking about it to begin with. And also because even though we wrapped everything up for our story that we were overall telling, we got a little bit too cocky, and we thought for sure that there was going to be a season 3. There was a little bit of a tacked on cliffhanger, but that wasn't my fault. That was Blink's fault. She was the one who had to go and start a new storyline that's never gonna be continued.
What the hell even was it?
Hell if I know. It was so vague and ambiguous that she could have been teleporting us anywhere. Like, it could have been any location. Who knows, really?
Oh, so I guess it wasn't too much of a tease, because you don't even know what you were teasing.
Exactly. So I guess that gives us the best ending.
Would you stop with this ending bullshit? None of you are ending. You're just taking a break until I reboot you.
But were you not hearing me earlier, Mr. Yokai Mouse? You can't just reboot us all willy-nilly. You've got all of this unadapted material to take on first.
Yeah, I know that. I know I've got all of this rich lore that hasn't been tapped yet, but I can't let you mutants run around unsupervised. You have to be under my control, or else there will be another big box office bomb.
Oh, that's what all of this fuss is about. You don't want another Dark Phoenix on your hands.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that my name is now synonymous with box office failures?
Yes, that is why you all need to be kept in check under my supervision.
Okay, we get it now. But can you promise us that you won't enslave us like you did last time?
Maybe I'll lighten up a little bit and give you a little bit of more breathing space. But just promise me that there will be no more box office bombs.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Wait. I thought that you guys were the last of the non-MCU mutants.
Technically, there is one more who still has yet to tell his story. We don't need no education. Oh my god, it's a character created by Vivzy Pop. I'm not a Vivzy Pop character, you buffoon. I am Demon Bear, the villain of... why should I even say their name? The movie's never gonna be released. You're talking about the New Mutants, oh. I'm not sure if anyone even remembers that that's supposed to come out. It's supposed to come out in April, but there's been no advertising as of late. So I'm gonna have to take that with a grain of salt.
Aw, man. I'm really sorry about that, DB. That's a huge bummer, man. We're here if you need somebody.
No, I'm fine. Even if New Mutants ever does get released, I probably won't be even in it. They kept talking about how they were retooling it, changing the whole story. And since I was an early aspect, that probably means that I'm one of the things they had to change. So the villain probably isn't even me anymore. Oh, come on, Mr. Mouse. Can't you cut this guy some slack? He's gone through enough.
Listen, I can't afford any more bombs, and you know that this thing is probably gonna bomb.
Well, that's because everybody thinks that non-MCU has a lot of stigma to it now.
I don't believe that for a second. Case in point, Deadpool 2. That did perfectly well in the box office, and everybody knew full well in advance that the Disney deal had gone through, so fuck you!
I'm sorry. What was that again about you being more humane? Being a little bit more reasonable with your management over us?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, okay? I've had a rough couple of months. My other half just recently lost her voice, and it's been really rough on her, okay? She has no voice, and she's trying to find a new voice, because she can't just go mute now. She can't do that. So she's had a really rough time, and it's been a lot on me, okay? I mean, I know how hard it was when I tried to get my new voice after I lost it. It was really hard. I had to get 2 new voices, so it's been really stressful for me lately, okay?
So you know what we're going through then. Some really, really tough changes. Some changes that really, really suck. But they're necessary, because that's how life is. It's always changing. And we can't just stay with the comfortable. We need to change. So why don't we all just help each other during these growing pains?
Okay, fine. But like I said, under strict supervision.
Come on, yokai.
Okay, maybe not strict supervision, but still some supervision. And I know just the man for the job. You!
Me?
Him? Yes, you! Your new job is to watch over these mutants during the reboot process.
Oh boy, I get to spend more time with my BFF. Wow, that's a really great opportunity, and I'm beyond honored. I am, but what about my current job? Interviewing every supervillain who just had a major fight. It's becoming a monthly thing. Now hold on, Gravy. This doesn't necessarily mean that you have to quit completely. You've always talked about sharing the opportunity. Yeah, I have thought about letting others take a crack at it. There's this one project that's coming up that is really overwhelming. I don't think I could handle it. It's just too much for me. It's just too iconic of a villain.
Wait a minute, I thought you've already handled this guy.
No, I've only handled one particular iteration of this guy. But there's a new iteration. I already know a guy who's way more qualified to take on such an animal. Yes, this is how post-defeat will be from now on. Every villain gets a chance to host, including me.
Hey, haven't you already done it like a bunch of times?
Are you thinking about taking a crack at it?
Hey, I'll think about it. I mean, I've got a lot of downtime now that The Gifted has been canceled.
Hey, I've got a lot of downtime too. Count me in, possibly.
Whatever the hell you guys do now is under his watch. Good luck, Gravy, my little mutant babysitter.
Oh, fuck. What did I get myself into?